welcome to today's edition of Frightfully Forgotten. And first of all, what are you drinking today, Justin?
We are drinking a Munich Dunkel, one that I can't take credit for. I found the recipe on the internet. It's Tara's Slam Dunkel.
Today we are going to be talking about 1988's The Serpent and the Rainbow by the late, great Wes Craven.
Yeah.
It stars Bill Pullman. And if you're an 80s kid, of course, you remember he's in Spaceballs. Only one person dare give me the raspberry. Lone Star! He's also in, of course, Independence Day. He plays the president.
Yeah, and he falls out of the window in The Grudge.
Alongside him is Kathy Tyson, and she plays like the female lead in this.
Right.
Also starring is Paul Winfield, and if you're a fan of 80s action movies, well, he's in The Terminator.
Yeah.
He plays the police chief. And he is also in Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan.
If you remember the worms.
He gets the worm put in his brain by Khan.
The movie starts off with a funeral. They put him into the ground, and as they're doing that, he can see everything because he's not really dead. He's alive. And yeah, and you just see this tear because he's paralyzed, he can't do nothing. We get introduced to Bill Pullman's character, Dr. Allen. Gets called into the office of this super 80s corporation named BioCorp. That's
so generic.
Yeah, it's not much thought put into it. He's tasked with finding this elusive so-called zombie drug. They know about this because they've seen pictures of this person who supposedly was buried in 1978. This guy's walking the streets now. They task Dr. Allen with finding this drug to make money, obviously. Make real money. So Dr. Allen travels to Haiti. The first person that he goes to meet is Dr. Marielle. Dr. Marielle introduces Dr. Allen to a man named Lucien, who's a local witch doctor, politician. He owns a nightclub.
He does it all.
He's a jack of all trades, I guess, in Haiti.
Some crazy nightclub with people eating, like, embers and burning embers. And
doom, 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 they're all dancing. And
there's a big fight that breaks out, and Bill Pullman just knocks that guy out the bottle, and, like, no one even like blinks an eye, and they're just dancing. And
then Lucien puts the dark cloth over his head and just pushes him, and that's it. Lucien knows a guy who can supposedly synthesize this zombie drug. They go on like this kind of like a voodoo pilgrimage. There's really cool shots too with, you know, thousands of people when they're walking through the streets, and they kind of go through the wilderness and
with the candles. And
with all of the candles and everything. And they get real chummy there, too.
Yeah.
Dr. Allen starts having these weird dreams. A man named D'Argent Petrode, who's the captain of this dictator in Haiti, he kind of brings him into his interrogation office in the police station. Here's where it gets kind of creepy, and not creepy in the horror sense, but creepy in kind of the real sense. It's like, what would you do if you got captured by the authorities in this weird lawless country?
Yeah.
Right? He hears screams, and this guy just, all he does is warn him, you know, and he tells him to leave. The man who they're trying to find to synthesize this drug is named Mozart.
Because he owns a bar, too.
Yeah, I guess he owns it. Or
everyone owns a bar in Haiti. And is a witch doctor.
And is a witch doctor, yeah. This guy claims he can make a drug. And Mozart does, actually. He does give him a vial of this stuff, right? So he kind of pulls a bit of a switcheroo, and he kind of puts it into his drink at the bar and drinks it all down, eh? Yeah. You're a dead man. Yeah. It shows this Mozart that Dr. Allen means business. Yeah. And that fucking captain guy catches him again. Yeah. This captain guy has this henchman, too.
It kind of looks like the Duke from Escape from New York.
Yeah, he kind of does. I was thinking he looks kind of like a James Bond villain or something.
He's got the aviators on with that chiseled, that facial hair.
Yeah.
He's a scary-looking fucking dude, too.
I wouldn't want to tackle with him. He straps him to a chair with these leather straps, and you hear the leather all creaking.
The blowtorch, where he just...
Boom! Yeah.
And he just lights a cigar.
Yeah. They kind of strap his legs apart, too. Yeah. And he's naked. He says, I just want to hear you scream. Oh! Not good enough. Boom! Right into his fucking balls.
And he screams.
Yeah.
As a kid, it was on TV or something, and That pretty much scarred me for life. That scene haunted me for a long time.
It would scare any boy.
Yeah.
You know.
They just fucking chuck him on the side of the road in his gitch with his balls bleeding, and hopefully he's gonna leave. But he doesn't.
No, he's got the date with Mozart.
Yeah,
right?
and he has to make this potion with him.
Yeah.
That's kind of the condition. Is Mozart just can't make it. He's got to be part of the whole ritual. He's got to dig up bodies and
Voodoo
a lot of
stuff
voodoo with the
into
fire
this.
and so the potion is done and they're relaxing on some kind of beach house almost on the water.
Yeah.
And then he wakes up from the dream. There's a headless corpse next to him. All these military men bust in and they start taking pictures of him next to the corpse and everything.
Yep.
Basically, this is a reason enough to have him deported. Throw him on a plane. But who shows up on the plane? Mozart is nice enough to still give Dr. Allen the one vial of the zombie potion.
Yeah.
So they have a big dinner party to celebrate the fact that Dr. Allen's come back with the zombie potion. One of the Biocorp guys, his wife, gets possessed by that captain guy who's been haunting Dr. Allen in his dreams. And she goes all crazy.
Slashes him on the forehead.
Yeah, and she goes after Dr. Allen and tries to kill him. And then he realizes that this isn't over. So he's got to go back to Haiti to try to save Marielle from her fate of probably being sacrificed by this crazy fucking voodoo captain guy.
Yeah.
And Dr. Allen, he should have listened. He should have stayed away.
He gets that zombie drug blown into his face.
And gets buried alive. And that's where we're going to end it, because you need to watch the movie if you haven't seen it to find out if he gets out of the coffin.
Yeah. So one of the reasons I think why we like this movie is that it's based on, you know, real life, on something real, tangible, right? On voodoo, on these people's religion. That's, I think, that's one of the reasons what makes this movie so cool.
It's a real zombie movie.
And it harks back to the 30s and 40s movies, too, right? The whole Romero-type zombie thing wasn't a thing back then.
Yeah, zombies in those older movies were all kind of voodoo-based zombies. They're more puppets.
Oh, and that's another thing about this movie is that it plays on real fears, too, right? Imagine being buried alive in a casket.
And knowing that you're being buried alive, but not being able to do anything about it.
Yeah, you're paralyzed, you know, and oh my god, and it's dark.
Yeah.
You'd probably get the best sleep of your life, really.
Another thing it plays into, too, which is kind of terrifying, is not being able to escape the person who is haunting you. Like Dr. Allen's on the other side of the world, and this guy can still get to him.
Yeah. It puts you in this world of dreams and voodoo, you know?
Yes, does a very good job of putting you into basically Haiti in 1988. It makes you really feel like you're there.
The sounds, not just the music itself, but the sounds that they have. There's a lot of like rattles. It's like it puts the viewer into a trance.
And speaking of that, like the music is very effective. Like in the first scene, like it's all this kind of tribal music, and it gets you like that. You're like right into the vibe of the movie, and like it puts you right there.
Yeah.
Great locations. Like the scene where they take that kind of voodoo pilgrimage.
Oh, it's amazing.
Looks great. All the shots are great. The locations are really cool. All these old temples and stuff.
Yeah, it's really neat.
Yeah.
The characters are really strong in this movie, too. Eh? The way that the villain kills in this is not your typical...
He never physically really touches you. Well, besides when he puts a nail through your balls.
Yeah, I guess so. But it's mostly in your own mind, right?
Yeah.
And that's, I think, what's pretty cool about this.
What a great villain. He's so good. And he does kind of really strike fear into your heart, you know?
You do hate him.
Oh, you hate him. And the way he talks and his smile. He's Dr. Allen. He's got Dr. Allen either way. He's high-ranking in the military, #1.
He's got him physically, right?
Yeah, and he's also like a voodoo high-ranking priest, so he's got him there, too.
He's got him mentally.
Yeah, he's got him mentally, so he's... Dr. Allen fucked no matter what. If you're in the mood for a zombie movie with a realistic take, this is not your typical Romero zombie movie. This is more of almost like a mystery zombie movie. Movies about magic and mysticism. Definitely check out Serpent and Rainbow if you haven't seen it. An 80s Wes Craven classic and one of his best.
It's a gem for sure, yeah.
So check it out.